Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel, Intelligent Learners again. Okay, so the previous video talks about the trigonometric identity third part, right? That is cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Okay, so if you are liking the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Also share with others so that they can also get some help. And if you want something more with other chapters, please let me know in the comment section. Now, we have started the series of the real numbers, which is the first chapter of class 10th. Okay. So basically, this video talks about the numbers, okay, types of numbers, right? So in the real life, where we are using the numbers, everyone, where we are using the numbers. In real life, we are using the numbers everywhere, I think. Suppose in your bedroom, you have a fan. Okay, so we'll say there is one fan in a room, right? If I will say that you are going for a grocery shopping, okay, and the amount, the cost of the grocery is 860 rupees. So that is also a number. Okay, when you are doing vegetable shopping, when you are doing clothes shopping, when you are doing furniture shopping, so the money you are using on that also you are having the numbers. Okay, so in daily life at every point we are using the numbers. So numbers are so much of importance, right? Now we have so many types of numbers, right? So there are two types of number basically. So if you will see that, if you say the classification of numbers, so classification of number are of two types. That one is real numbers and the second one is complex number, right? Real number, that is the combination of the rational and the irrational number. Okay, so is that clear? I think so. Real numbers are the combination of rational plus irrational numbers. Okay, now I'm writing this. Real numbers are the combination of rational plus irrational numbers, right? Later we'll discuss about the rational and the irrational numbers. Okay, so whatever numbers you have on the number line, they are the real numbers, right everyone? Now the second type is the complex number. And complex number are those which can be written in the form of a plus eta b. Okay, where a and b are real numbers. Okay, they are real number. Is that clear, everyone? So in your universe, there are two types of numbers. One is the real number and second one is the complex number. Real number, they are the combination of the rational plus irrational numbers, whatever the number you have on the number line. Okay, and complex number, the second type of number, that is a complex number, which can be written in the form of a plus iota b, where a and b are the real numbers. So these complex number you will use in class 11 maths or in further in your graduation time. Okay, so complex number you will not use now in class 10th. It will be studied in class 11th and more in 12th and graduation level, right? Now let's talk about the rational number first. Okay, so okay, before starting the rational numbers, we'll discuss little about the integers. Okay, integers, they are the part of one of the part of real numbers. Okay, integers are one of the part of real numbers, and integers include the positive numbers, the negative numbers. Non-negative means the positive, and also the zero. All together is known as integer. Suppose this is your number line and at the center you have the zero. So on the right side you have the positive numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on up till infinity. Okay, this series can't be stopped. Then in the left side you have the negative number and also this series can't be stopped up till minus infinity. So integers includes from minus infinity to infinity, but these numbers do not include any fractional number, do not include any decimal number. Okay, so integers are just the positive numbers, negative numbers, and zero. Okay, and these are, if you will say about the positive number, they are just the whole numbers. Okay, whole numbers only, and in the their additive inverse also. Okay, so you can also write whole, just a minute, not whole, you can also write integers are the combination of whole number and their additive inverse. Okay, so these are the integers. I think it's very much clear. Now moving to the next part, which is real numbers. Real numbers, I already told you that these are the both rational and irrational numbers. So let's talk about the rational and the irrational number. So let's talk about that. Now, first one is the rational numbers. Rational number are those which can be written in the form of P by Q, where Q can't be 0. Okay, I already told you earlier. Then what? Suppose you have a number and that number has a denominator as 0. Okay, that number will become not defined. Okay, which can't be a rational, can't be a rational number. Why it is not a rational number 1 upon 0 or 2 upon 0 or 3 upon 0? Because the denominator is 0. Okay, and if I will say irrational number which are not in the form of P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0. Second condition is same in irrational number, but the first condition, that rational number can be written in the form of P by Q, but irrational number can't be written in the form of P by Q. Is that clear everyone? ठीक है? ओके, रैशनल नंबर P by Q की फॉर्म में नहीं हो सकते, इरेशनल नंबर P by Q की फॉर्म में नहीं हो सकते, रैशनल नंबर P by Q की फॉर्म में हो सकते हैं. सपोज फॉर एग्जाम्पल, suppose I'm saying 2. 2 is a rational number. Why? Because we can write 2 as 2 by 1. If I will write 2 as 2 by 1, there is no change in the number, because if you have 1 as a denominator, that can't put some effect on the numerator. Okay, so we can write 2 as 2 by 1. So this is a rational number. If I'm saying 3 also a rational number, because we can write 3 as 3 by 1. Now 1 upon 2, yes, it is a rational number. Okay, if I'm saying 1.5, is it a rational number? Yes, it is a rational number, because we can write 1.5, just remove the point, and 10. So 15 upon 10 is a rational number, because it is in the form of P by Q, and Q is not equal to 0 here, right? Now moving towards the irrational number, everyone. Irrational number which are not in the form of P by Q, like root 2, root 3, pi, and so on, which are like the prime numbers, you can say. They are the irrational number. Or you can say 3 plus 2 root 3. This is also a irrational number. Okay, 3 under root 3 is irrational. Okay, now everyone, now see, there is one more thing, that rational number are those which can be terminating and not an. which can be terminating or non-terminating. Okay, rational number can be terminating or non-terminating, but repeating. और इसको क्या बोलते हैं? Recurring. Is that clear, everyone? Rational numbers can be terminating or non-terminating, but repeating, or you can say that repeating word, or we can say recurring. What does that mean, everyone? Please understand. Terminating is what? Terminate कहते हैं ना, किसी चीज को terminate कर दो, means stop here. If I am doing a division, suppose 1 by 2. So if I have to divide 1 by 2, then because the inner number, the dividend is smaller than the divisor, so I will put point and then put 0 here. So 2, 5, 10 and the remainder is 0. It means because the remainder is 0, I don't have to carry this division forward. मुझे इस division को आगे लेके जाना ही नहीं है, क्योंकि remainder already 0 आ गया है. 10 minus 10 is 0. So therefore the answer is 0.5. So when there is a division which stopped at somewhere and got the remainder 0, that is a terminating one, terminating rational number. Okay, so 1 upon 2 is a terminating, but sometimes suppose 1 by 3, and when you will divide 1 by 3, because it is smaller, dividend is smaller than the divisor, so I will put 0 here. So 3 3s are 9 and 1. Again you have to, because there is a point already, and I will put 0. So 3 3s are 9. Again I will put 0 and 3 3s are 9 and 1. So it means the division will carry forward. Okay, so when the division carry forward and there is no stoppage, it means it is not terminating. So 1 upon 3 is a non-terminating rational number. Non-terminating rational number. But there is one more condition in rational, that it is repeating. Like suppose it is non-terminating and the number is repeating here, like 3 3 3 3 3 3 डॉट डॉट डॉट. ओके, यहाँ पे जो नंबर है वो रिपीट हो रहा है बार बार. Therefore 1 by 3 is a non-terminating but repeating rational number. Okay, तो rational number terminating भी हो सकता है, non-terminating भी हो सकता है, लेकिन एक चीज कॉमन है टर्मिनेटिंग में भी नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग में, कि जो नंबर्स हैं वो रिपीट होंगे डिवीजन के अंदर. ओके, जो क्वेश्चन में नंबर है, सपोज ये वाला जो नंबर है ये रिपीट हो 333 रिपीट हो रहा है, बट ऐसा नहीं है कि सिंगल नंबर ही रिपीट हो सकता है, दो नंबर भी रिपीट हो सकते हैं, लाइक 0.14 14 14 14 एंड डॉट डॉट डॉट. लाइक 3 नंबर भी रिपीट हो सकते हैं, लाइक 0.327 327 327 327 and dot dot dot, like that. Okay, now moving towards the irrational number, everyone. So irrational number, I told you, irrational number like √2, √3, pi, these are the irrational numbers. So irrational numbers which are non-terminating, जो कभी terminate नहीं होंगे, लेकिन non-terminating but non-repeating. ओके, जो टर्मिनेट भी नहीं होंगे, उसमें नंबर रिपीट भी नहीं होगा. लाइक आई एम सेइंग 7 by 4 by 7. Let's see whether it is rational or irrational. Okay, let's take the example of 4 by 7. So 4 is the dividend, ऊपर वाले नंबर को हमेशा अंदर रखते हैं और 7 नीचे वाले से डिवाइड करते हैं from the denominator. So you have to write point because अंदर का नंबर छोटा है. So 7 5s are 35 and the 5 is the remainder. So again you have to point, write 0. So 7 7s are 49, 1, and again 0, 7 1s are 7, 3, and again 0, 7 4s are 28, 2, again 0, 7 2s are 14, 6, again 0, 7 8s are 56, 4, and it gets repeating. It's get repeating. अब आपको क्लियर पता लग गया, 4 आ गया मतलब 40 आ रहा है. ठीक है, तो इसका मतलब अब रिपीट होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. 5 7 1 4 2 8. ये नंबर चलता तो जा रहा है, रुकेगा नहीं. तो रुकेगा नहीं तो नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग है, लेकिन यहाँ पे बड़ा इतना बड़ा नंबर जो है वो फिर से रिपीट हो रहा है, इसका मतलब रिपीटिंग है. तो नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग और रिपीटिंग कौन सा केस होता है आपका? रैशनल नंबर का. ठीक है, लेकिन इररेशनल को कैसे सॉल्व किया जाए? सो यू विल प्रूव अ नंबर टू बी एज इररेशनल बाय अ लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड, एंड देयर इज वन मोर मेथड व्हिच विल टॉक इन अ सेपरेट वीडियो, राइट? तो अगर मैं आपसे कहूं कि आई हैव टू प्रूव दैट √2 इज एन इररेशनल नंबर, सो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दैट इन अ लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड. हाउ √2 इज एन इररेशनल नंबर? तो लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड आप कैसे करेंगे? सो प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड. सो जो भी आपका नंबर है उसको आप इस तरह से लिख लीजिए. यू हैव टू राइट whatever number you have to prove that is irrational, write this like this. Okay, now लॉन्ग डिवीजन करते कैसे हैं? आपको किसी एक नंबर को दो बार मल्टीप्लाई करना होता है, लाइक 1 1 जा 1, 2 multiply 2 is 4, 3 multiply 3 is 9. If I will see 2 multiply 2 is 4, which is greater than 2, and I want a smaller number or equal to 2, so it means 1 multiply 1 will work. So 1 here and 1 here, 1 1 ja 1, so the remainder is 1. Okay, now what you have to do the next? You have to just add them. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Now you have to put some number here with 2, and you have to multiply the same number with that number only. Okay, but you know that suppose this number which I am writing here is like 20, maybe 21, maybe 22, maybe 23, means it is greater than the inner number, whatever the remainder you have. So that's why you have to write point. And in long division method, you have to write the pair of 0. Okay, in long division method, you have to write the pair of 0. So what number I will put here? Suppose I am putting 4 here. So with 4 only, I have to multiply this number, which is 96. Okay, because if I will write 5 here and multiply with 5, it will become greater than 100. So I will write 4 here and 4 4 ja. Okay, 24 4 ja, because I have to write the same number in the quotient also. So it is 96. So the remainder is 4. Okay, again 2 0 by using the same decimal. So what I have to do? I have to add this number to the latest question. So latest question is 4. So 24 plus 4 is 28. Again, I have to put some number here. Okay, so if I will put 2 and multiply with 2 only, so it will make 564, which is greater than 400. So I will put 1 here and 1 also here. Okay, so 281. So 281 multiply 1, which is 1 only. So the LCM is like 119. And again, by using the point or the decimal, you have to put 0. Now, this number should be added to the latest question, which is 1. So 281 plus 1 is 282. Now, what number I should write here? I should write, suppose I am writing 4. So 4 here also. Okay, and this is the 2824 multiply with 4 only. Okay, and you will get this 11296. And if you will subtract, so it will be 0 and 6. Again, 2 zeros. Again, what you have to do, this number should be added to the latest question. So 2824 plus 4 is 2828. Again, you have to write the number, something number. So it will be like I am putting 1. Not 1 or 2. 2 you can put, because 3 to 6 it will be greater. So I am writing 2 here. Okay. Just a minute. It will get clumsy. 2 8 2 8 2. And I am writing 2 here. Okay. So 2 to 4. 16 to 5, 16, 5, and you will subtract it. Okay, so the answer here is 2. Now this decimal will go on and on and on. 1.4142 and dot 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 dot. Means when you have dots, it means the division is not terminating, so it is non-terminating. Also, the digits are not repeating after decimal. 4142, it means not repeating. So when you have a non-terminating and non-repeating number, it means that number is a irrational number. I think it's very much clear how to root 2 is irrational. Similarly, root 3, root 5, root 7, the prime numbers you have, they are irrational numbers. Okay, so moving towards the next part, not the prime number, the under root prime. Okay, suppose like root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, root 11. So these are the irrational numbers, right? So this is the thing about the rational numbers. So thank you, everyone. If you have some issues regarding how root 3 is irrational, how the long division method is working, so I will explain you again how the long division method is working. So if you need something more about the real numbers, so you can ask me without any doubt. Okay, and yeah, that's it. So always remember that there are two types of number. One is the real word, like you have in the picture, like there is a real word and there is a real word. Real word जिसमें आप रहते हो, real word जो आपकी टीवी वाली दुनिया होती है, राइट? तो रियल वर्ड, जो रियल नंबर्स होते हैं वो रियल वर्ड में होते हैं, और इमेजिनरी नंबर्स कौन से होते हैं? जो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर होते हैं इमेजिनरी, मतलब जो नहीं होते बट हम सोच लेते हैं कि हाँ ऐसा नंबर भी हो सकता है। इज दैट क्लियर एवरीवन? सो थैंक यू एवरीवन।